If you've been in the crypto market for a while or know a lot about what's been going on in the market, you know that it's a long way from where it was a year or two ago. Things look like they might finally start getting better, though, and we'll talk about that in this video. Disclaimer. As I just said, the cryptocurrency market is a long way from where it was a year or two ago. Most of the current coins, including Shib, will reach their all-time highs in 2021. But in 2022, the crypto market was hit so hard that it hasn't been able to get back on its feet much since. And part of this is because a lot of people have lost faith in the crypto market. Sure, there are still millions of people who own cryptocurrencies like Shib's, but most of these people have been hanging on to their tokens for a long time. Not that many new people have come into the market. Also, many people who stayed in the market lost some of their investments because the value of the tokens they held kept going down without much going up. Here's something interesting, though. Just now, it was found that Bulgaria has more than 200,000 Bitcoin, which is worth about $6.3 billion. In May 2017, the country tried to stop a criminal group by seizing this many Bitcoins through a cyber arrest. It looks like they've kept it all this time, and their stash is now worth billions of dollars. So you can get a good idea of how much Bulgaria has. You should know that they hold about one of all Bitcoin. When the Bitcoins were taken, they were only worth about 500 million, but it's clear that their value has gone up since then. This also means that Bulgaria has more Bitcoin than the United States, which has 194,000 Bitcoins, which is still a lot. As you probably already know, Bulgaria is not the only country to be interested in Bitcoin in some way. I already talked about the United States, which has hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins. But you may also remember that El Salvador went one step further and made Bitcoin a legal form of currency. It was done as a step toward making sure everyone had access to money and to help the country's economy grow. In addition, the country just recently passed a law that sets up rules for how digital currencies can be issued and traded. The goal of this law, according to the legislation, is to set up a legal system that makes it easy to transfer any title of digital assets used in public issuance offers. From what has been said, it is clear that El Salvador is a country that supports cryptocurrency. There aren't a lot of countries with laws about cryptocurrencies. Talk more about how to make one of them official money. But El Salvador has done even more than that. El Salvador's President Nayib Bukele, said that the government would buy 1 Bitcoin every day in November 2022. Since that time, El Salvador has been buying 1 Bitcoin every day and plans to keep doing so. It would soon be in a race for the most Bitcoins with countries like Bulgaria and the United States. But what's even more important is that if their plan to hold more coins turns out to be good for the country, other countries might start to follow suit. So where do I go from here? Well, a lot of the same things that would make people trust the market more if BlackRock joined the crypto market would also happen if more countries own coins. But before we get to that, this station gives away 100,000 Shib every day to anyone who wants to take part. Just subscribe to this channel, like this movie, and leave a comment to win. Shiba Inu is a hashtag. Best of luck. Consider it. One reason why people don't invest in crypto is because it's not controlled, which some people think means it's not safe. But the fact that more countries have crypto, even though it is still not controlled, could make these people think that crypto is a safe choice at this point. Some people might wonder what this has to do with Shib. None of these countries talked about holding tokens, after all. Well, I think you'll be happy to hear that she's getting a lot of attention from new sponsors. Recent data shows that the interest of new buyers in Shiba Inu jumped from about 30 to about 65, which shows that a lot of people who want to get into crypto are thinking about Shib. If more people start to think about Shiba as an investment, the value of Shib and their fame might go up as well. This is true. This is how things work out. More people coming in means there is more demand, and when there is more demand than supply, value and price always go up. If this happens with Shib, countries that want to get into the cryptocurrency business might start thinking about Shib. If a government wants to get into Bitcoin, there are some things they are likely to look out for. One of them is the security of the project, And the certic proof says that Shiba Inu is good in this area. Most likely, governments would also be on the lookout for cryptocurrency that can be used in a lot of different ways. Shiba Inu is working on this with all of its projects. So it looks like she would be a good choice for any party. If you thought this was really helpful, please leave a review and tell your friends about this video. It really helps with YouTube's algorithm, which makes it easier for me to keep making better movies. At the same time, the US government filed some court papers earlier in the year that showed it had sold close to 10,000 Bitcoin for about $215 million. It wanted to sell much more than that. In the end, though, about 41,000 Bitcoin were taken from Ross Ulbricht, who started the Silk Road, as a way to stop him. It was the plan to sell all of those tokens. At the same time, they were meant to be sold at different times of the year. Since the first batch was sold in March, it looks like there will be another sale soon. As Shib buyers, it is hard to say what would happen to the market if a large number of Bitcoins were put back into it. This is definitely something to worry about, because things that affect the price of Bitcoin have been known to affect the price of Shib as well. If the US still wants to sell some of those Bitcoins, hopefully the market won't be too badly hurt. I should say, however, that I think it would be best for everyone if the US government kept those coins. For one thing, it would mean that the bad effects won't hurt the market. And secondly, it would mean that the government still owns some Bitcoin, which could help people trust crypto. Just one more thing before we leave for the day. Gov Capital, a tool for analyzing data, has used deep learning algorithms to figure out how much SHIB will cost until July 27, 2028. Before you get your hopes up, that's about 5 years from now. You should know that the platform didn't say that SHIB would be worth 0.1 or 1 in the future. If you're upset, you might want to remember that this is just an estimate. Anyway, going back to the platform, it said that by the year 2028, the price of SHIB would have gone up by more than 2,500. In fact, the platform expected that SHIB would be traded with just 3 zeros by 2026, which seems like a good prediction to me. The platform did say that the 0.1 dream might be farther away than Shiba Inu holders want. But remember that this is just an estimate. It's not true, and especially with crypto, there's no way to know for sure what will happen in the next couple of years. So try not to let this bother you too much. In the meantime, you can let us know what you think of the predictions in the area below. We've reached the end of this movie. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and say something in the comments. This helps me a lot with how YouTube works. Also, please let as many people as possible know about this movie. Let's tell everyone about this.